Today, let us look at how do we know that our baby is not healthy or our baby is sick. There are some of the factors that will help you. Our babies cannot communicate. They cannot talk to us like the way we are talking. They have no language. Their language is crying. And a new mother or any mother might have problem to actually pick out exactly what the baby needs or what the problem is. And now it becomes even more hard when the baby is unhealthy, when the baby is sick. Here are some of the factors that will help you know that this baby is sick or this baby is not doing well. 1. Fever. Any temperature above that 7.5, it's a sign of fever. And when you have fever, it's an indication that this baby has infection. Infection might be caused by so many factors, like they are now in air. When they were in tummy, they are being protected in the uterus. But now they are out. You have visitors. There are infections in the hair. Like flu, we have also umbilical cord. If you are not cleaning it well, it can be also a route to infection. So fever will always come up and will try to show you that I'm not well. The baby will have irritability because of high fevers. Also, this baby will refuse to eat. Babies might refuse to eat because of some factors. When you rule out other factors, like maybe they don't like that kind of food or type of food you have given them, but now they end up refusing almost everything you are giving to them. And it even goes to an extent of them even refusing breast milk or refusing to breastfeed. That is a danger sign. It's not a good sign. Always when a baby refuses to eat, including breastfeeding, it is an indication that they are not well. Even it's just the same as adult. When you are sick, you lose appetite. When you lose appetite, you cannot eat well or you cannot eat at all. That's why you decide to go and seek medication. For them, because they cannot speak, that's how it comes about. They refuse even to breastfeed, or they are breastfeeding or they are eating and they are vomiting almost everything, or they are vomiting everything. Vomiting can be very dangerous because these babies are losing fluid. When they vomit, they are not retaining any fluid in them, and this will also be indicated by how often do you change your diaper. A baby who is not retaining anything need to be taken to hospital for intervention, so that if there is anything that the doctor can do to help replace the fluid that they are losing through vomiting, the sooner the better. This baby also might be lethargic or floppy. You try to raise them up, they are just floppy. They are not firm. They look sick, they look weak. Any weakness or floppiness can be speaking a lot. It is always good to take a floppy or a lethargic baby to hospital for investigation. Though we can also say that when they have fever, fever can also cause lethargic and floppiness. But now this is also the reason why you should take the baby to hospital. Also, when you see there is reduced urine output or reduced bowel movement, baby can hold on stool for some days or even a week. So long as their tummy is not distended, it's okay. But urine should be within 2 to 3 hours in a day. You should be able to change diaper. This is an indication that your baby is taking in well and eliminating well. Any absence of urine is an indication that this baby is not taking in well, or there is a problem with the function of the body, like kidney function. Therefore, you need to seek your doctor's advice as soon as possible. Also, your baby might have difficulty in breathing. When babies are born, mostly they usually pick some infection in the air, including flu and other factors. And even pneumonia is also part of it. And they end up presenting by having difficulty in breathing. Your baby will have flaring of their mouth flares. When they breathe, it flares. It's not a good sign. Or chest in draw. When the baby is breathing, the chest muscles is using a lot of energy. And this can be an indication that this baby is using a lot of energy to breathe. Therefore, there is a problem with airway. Therefore, it's good for you to go as soon as possible for the doctor to see. Also, your baby might be losing a lot of weight very fast than expected. Let's say, for example, your baby was 3 kgs at birth, and then at 4 months or 5 months, your baby is still at 3 kgs or 3.5. Gaining weight is becoming a problem. Or the baby was at 6 kgs and within short time, baby goes back to 4 or 3. I mean, losing weight or not gaining weight as to milestone is not also a good sign. You need to monitor how your baby gains weight and how the baby loses weight. Any loss of weight to the baby who is eating well and breastfeeding well is not a good sign. It might be a chronic condition that is coming up, and you now this is some of the signs that will help you to pick it up. Also, irritability. A baby who is constantly irritable, cannot be consulted, cannot be calmed down, cannot be taken easily. Irritability is their language. That's how they communicate. If your baby cannot speak your language, then the only language they can speak is through crying, and now this crying becomes more and more, thus becoming irritable. Sometimes also our babies have fits or convulsion or seizures. This can be caused by so many things, including high fevers and also brain issues. A baby who has fits or convulsion frequently, or it has started, the sooner you take this baby to clinician or pediatrician, the better. Don't wait. These are some of the signs that will also help you to find out that this baby is not doing well. Also, there's what we call jaundice, yellowing of the skin color. There are so many factors. We usually say all babies have jaundice, but what matters is the level of jaundice. When the bilirubin level goes higher than normal to their skin, to their body, then their body respond by coloring the skin. The bilirubin comes to the skin level, thus becomes, the baby starts coming yellow. So don't continue staying with your baby at home hoping that things will change. Even if you're breastfeeding well, but the coloration is increasing every day or every hour, it's good for you to seek medical advice so that baby can be checked and even be started on management like phototherapy. Also, ensure that you monitor how your baby sleeps. If your baby is not sleeping well, all the time the baby is awake and crying, not settling, check out. These are some of the signs, just few signs that will help you as a mother or a parent or a caregiver know that your baby is not doing well, your baby is unhealthy. Ensure that you check the doctor for further advice.